Hello everybody, it's Dan here, normally from Cardmarket's Magic channel, but for today, we've got a special video. Me and Will, say hello, Will.
Hey people, how we doing?
That is Will. We're both Magic players, we've both played a little bit of Pokemon, Will certainly more than myself, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at Pokemon card prices and trying to really guess, what are these cards actually worth? So behind the scenes at Cardmarket, somebody earlier on today gave me 5 images of 5 Pokemon cards with some notes as well as to why they're quite rare. Our goal is to assess how much these cards are actually worth. Now, like we said earlier, I don't really understand how Pokemon card prices work because it's just so random. So hopefully, we're going to be somewhat close. Okay, well, our first card is Umbreon Gold Star. Now, I've got some notes written here. This is from apparently Pop 5 booster packs, which were only available in stores around about that time. I'm assuming you couldn't order them off the internet or anything like that. So that instantly means it's probably a bit rarer. Now, you're going to have to tell me about what's good on a Pokemon card, because right here, this doesn't seem anything amazing. 70 HP, I've seen some Pokemon cards that have like 150 and stuff like that. Is there anything amazing about this card as far as the actual playability goes?
It doesn't look too playable to me. Looking at the stats of it, so bear in mind this has to evolve, even though it's got down as basic, but this would evolve from an Eevee, I believe. Really going back. It also depends. I don't know when this came out. When was this set out? That's probably.
According to the image I have here, 2007, which is a good approaching 15 years ago at this point.
Okay, so that makes it probably a bit more valuable.
So at that point I had hair, so.
With like 500, like in Magic the Gathering, 500 is like a dual land, and they're quite rare.
Well, here's the thing. Like from my conversation the other day, I probably shouldn't have asked you about how playable it is, because apparently that just doesn't matter with Pokemon. It's all about how nice it looks or how collectible it is. So from that regard, it is quite rare. I'm gonna make a rule that we can't just do the whole €1 above what you said. You know, that kind
Price
of
is Right
thing.
sketch now.
Yeah. So I'm going to say €1,500 for this. Wait, is it even foil? Well, I said €1,500. I'm going to stick to that. I have no idea. You said €500. I said €1,500. We were both very, very, very wrong. According to Cardmarket, in mint condition, you can find one of these for €4,000.
4 grand.
I'm like, see, I should be pretty smug right now because like €500. Well, are you kidding? I was still like way below half the actual value of the card in mint condition.
Sure.
Okay, not a good start. Not a good start.
Nope.
I get a point.
1-0 to you.
Yeah, but I'm not celebrating, believe me, because that was pathetic. Even by me, that was just terrible. Now, let's go on to our next card. We've got Deoxys from X-Deoxys. I assume that's some kind of set. And apparently, you could only get this card by qualifying for a World Championship, I assume in that year.
Okay. This is good. Like, this is good. Got to have more. You can't buy it. Okay, so you couldn't open it in a booster. So you could only win this, and you had to be playing. Do we know a year of this one? This card.
Yeah,
so,
I don't have a year here, but I mean, we can go away and look if you want to. But
nah,
the fact they have to get it by qualifying for a World Championship, I don't know how many people qualify for a World Championship in Pokemon, but if it's anything like Magic, it's like an elite 30 or 40 people per year, absolute most. It's not even usually that much.
But I'm gonna say it's a lot. Like, to me, I feel like this would be a lot. So I'll go with. I want to say like 3,000. Like, I can see this just going with crazy money.
Well, I'll tell you what, because you went first last time, shall I give a price first this time? And then you can...
Oh, go on then. Go on.
Okay, so I'm going to go with 3,000. No. I'm going to go just on the fact that it's incredibly rare, and I know Pokemon is about collecting. You've said 3,000 there, so I guess really I'm kind of going off your number there, even though I said I would go first. I'm going to go with €10,000 because it's so rare. I just don't know. €10,000 I'm going to go with for Deoxys.
I'm going with 3. I thought I was going a bit high with 3. Like.
Oh, so now you feel a bit safer at €3,000.
I think 3 is probably where I would sit.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, break it to me.
Well, apparently they're worth between 18 to 25,000 euros. Again, we don't have an exact number on that because we don't know. I don't have an exact listing of where one is sold.
We are so far off on this; it's unreal. I said 3,000.
You said 3,000. Like even if we paired both our numbers up together, we still wouldn't have been anywhere close.
That's like Black Lotus level.
That is, yeah. And the thing is, I'm guessing Black Lotus is more important to Magic as far as a playable card goes than this Deoxys is to Pokemon.
Are we playing the wrong card game? Should we be jumping ship?
I think we should be investing in Pokemon cards by the sound of it.
Jeez. He's qualified for Worlds.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be a trainer card this time, which is going to be Jesse and James, I assume, with, is it Meowth as well? Meowth from Team Rocket. I know that much about Pokemon. A trainer card. Now, apparently this one, it was a limited window you could actually pre-order this. You couldn't get out of booster boxes. You couldn't even order it, or you couldn't get it as part of a booster box or anything like that. You had to pre-order this card, and it was in Japan only. And apparently it was a very, very limited amount of time you could order it. First of all, this is a full art. I've seen some trainer cards. I don't know a huge amount about Pokemon, but trainer cards aren't usually insane to my knowledge. It's not like everybody's swarming to get their trainer cards unless... I mean, trainer cards probably are one of the cards that the more playable they are. That is probably one of the situations where they're worth a bit more money. But this one is full art. It's got Team Rocket on there. I know everybody really likes Team Rocket from the actual Pokemon series. Incredibly rare. But do people generally care about trainer cards, Will? That would be my one question.
Well, I don't think the playability has got zero to do with it. It's the collector's value of having known characters on it, all 3 of known characters on it, and the fact that you can only get it in one country and you only could pre-order it.
Yeah. So what are you going to go? What price are you going to put on this one? We don't know how long ago this was available to be ordered, but I'm going to assume a while ago.
I'm assuming that all a while ago, unless you tell me different. So I'm going to go 4,500.
4,500. I'm going to go 8 grand, even though I said 10 grand for the World Championship one, because I just like supply versus demand. There must be a huge amount of demand for all of these cards, especially the last 2 we've just seen. And with there being no supply, the less supply means that there's only so many collectors who can have them. So I'm going to say 8,000. I think the World Championship has less copies out there. I could be wrong, but I don't know.
8.
I just don't know. I'm going to go with 8.
Okay, so we've got 4,500 and 8.
I've got to be honest, Will, so far, you going much lower than me is not working out for you.
No, it's not.
It's really not. But let's have a look here. Here comes Team Rocket on Cardmarket. Okay. This one was 10,550 euros, and there is 1 copy on Cardmarket. 1 copy at just over 10 grand. Or 10.5 grand, I guess.
I'm like over halfway off.
You're still about halfway off. I got 8 grand, so you know what? I'm pretty happy with
You're a lot closer. That's a lot closer.
Okay, so that's the competition over. You suck, Will. Actually,
yeah,
I've still got
no. I could win the next 3.
That's true.
And win. I can win.
Let's move on to the next one now. We've got, well, I know a little bit about Pokemon. I know a little bit about this about Pokemon. If a card has a picture of a Charizard on it, or a Charmander, or something like that, it's instantly probably worth a little bit of money, no matter how common it is. So next up, we've got Charizard from XY Evolutions, and apparently this version, this promo version, was for staff only for Pokemon. Now, here's the problem with this. And I've not been given any more information. I can't tell the difference of the one's got staff written on it. So, I mean, maybe there's something, maybe the picture isn't particularly good, but maybe there is. Tell us down below, guys, is there a big difference between these other than the word staff being written on there, between the regular XY Evolutions and the staff Evolutions, forgetting hollows and reverse hollows and stuff like that? I'm going to say 400 euros for this because, like, let's just assume there's like 10,000 copies of this staff card out there because there's so many staff, then that takes the value down a little bit. It is a Charizard, so maybe I'm being a bit naive with my price there.
Go for, I think, 1,000 euros.
You're going to go 1,000 euros. Okay. Yeah. According to eBay, listings are around about 1,500 to 2,000 euros, so you are a lot closer. Yeah, you are a lot closer than I was.
That's it. The comeback's on. The comeback's on.
We're back in there. Okay.
We're back in it.
Right then, we've got one more card left before we go to our bonus round, and this one, I'm going to have to put up a bit of paper because I can't quite pronounce his name. It is Ishihira GX. Now, this one was a special promo that was not given out in any set. So just like the World Championship one, it was a special promo that you had to have by doing a certain thing. To get this one, you had to be in attendance of a celebration in the honor of Junichi Masaudas? I don't know. Somebody I'm assuming pretty big in the Pokemon community. You had to be at a celebration, I'm assuming some big party where he was. It was in his honor. I'm assuming that's a he. So that means there's only going to be so many copies out there, but we don't know how big this party was. I'm assuming there's not exactly going to be like 10,000 people at this party. So what do you think, Will?
He's a big name in Pokemon. I think he's the owner of the Pokemon company. Is it my guess first?
Yeah, your guess first.
I'm gonna go high, really high, like 18,000.
Oh, you've made my life a lot easier because I was worried that I was going to go too high and I was going to go 12,000 euros.
No, I think this is big. I'm going big.
So I've gone above the World Championship one because I think there might be more copies of this out there, but I think it might be more sought after because of presumably this person is somebody held in very, very high regard. So yeah, I'm going to go 12,000 euros. Wow. Okay. So an Ishihara GX. Gem Mint 10. Okay, so we're just going to go with Gem Mint 10. Sold earlier this year for $50,000, which is around about, I don't know what that is in euros, but let's just say it's around about the same, like $5 grand either way.
It's around about, I'd say about 45 to 42 to 45
thousand euros. I just found another eBay listing here that this card sold a signed copy of this. It sold for 300 grand earlier this year. Or was it last year? I think it was last year. 300 grand if you got him to sign the card first and then got it PSA graded.
That's a lot of money.
Okay, then for our last bonus round, there's going to be 2 points on offer for this one. And we're going to have a reverse holo and a regular holo version of Charizard from Skyridge, which is apparently a set from 2003, which is one of the lowest points for Pokemon, which we of course know means not many boxes were opened.
I think the reverse foil to me would be more valuable because more of the card would be foil.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just from a logic point of view, like when you've got regular holo and then you've got an addition on that called reverse holo, my natural instinct would be that a reverse holo is more rare. This must be worth money. This must be worth money. Like, I know that the base set or the first ever Charizard is worth tens, hundreds of thousands of euros, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I can go into like the hundreds of thousands of euros, but I'm going to guess. The regular holo, I'm going to go with 15,000 euros. What are you going to go with?
Much lower. Like 3,000.
3,000, okay. And then the reverse holo, I'm going to go with 25,000 euros.
Have you got inside information? I don't know about it. I'm going with like 4.5, 5.
Oh my god.
Let's go 5.
One of us is definitely very wrong with this one then. Potentially both of us, but like, 'cause it could be worth like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of euros for all we know. For the first time, I think we're both over the actual value of the card. So you've won this one. A holo is currently valued, the cheapest one I can find here on Cardmarket, in mint condition, is 1,400 euros. So we're now even at 3 apiece. It's down to this one.
Oh, you couldn't win it. You couldn't have writ this. You couldn't.
I know.
I swear, this is not staged. This is not staged.
Okay. Oh my god. I was expecting this to be so much more.
Come on. Does that mean I win? Have I won?
Anyway, that's the end of the video for today.
I've won. Come on, tell me.
Reversed holo Charizard from Skyridge will set you back in mint condition 11,500 euros on Cardmarket. Will said 5,000, only 6,500 off. I said 25,000. I lost on these stupid Charizards in stupid holo foils or whatever they are.
Oh, from 3-0 down. 3-0 down.
Oh my god. I've just thrown this like some kind of England player in the football.
Whoa,
anyway,
too soon.
Too soon.
Come on.
That was a bit of an eye-opener. Like, even that last one, like, how
That's still a massive jump from one foil to another foil.
Anyway, we will be back with Pokemon content later on this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you next time.